Okay, so in this quick video, I will basically show what's the price of a chatbot if you would like to run a chatbot yourself. So yeah, let's start with the first thing. The first thing is, of course, the software. You will need to have a software where you're building this chatbot. So that's a expense that you will need to have. It's like necessary basically, because you need to have a software where you will build this chatbot. So what's the price of a software? The cheapest softwares that I saw cost around $40 a month. Of course, it depends on the software, and the price of the software usually depends on your needs. So for example, if you want to build more agents, if you have a larger company that has a lot of website visitors, you'll need to have a more expensive payment plan, and the payment plans are from around $40 to around $200. Of course, the maximum price is probably unlimited because almost every software offers a custom payment plan where basically you need to contact the team of the software and they create you a custom plan, which is usually way more expensive than the basic plans. But if you want a basic agent for a normal company, let's say a small or medium company, you don't need to spend more than $200 on the software. So it's the first thing. Of course, it depends what software you choose. I can do a video about what's the best software for this, but the price is usually from $40 to $200 if you have a small business, if you don't have many needs, if you want just to have a basic customer support agent, probably around $50 a month would be the price of the software. Okay, so the next thing, the next price that you're going to have to pay, the next expense, is the token cost. So tokens are basically every AI model, every ChatGPT or every cloud system, every cloud AI basically costs tokens to run. So if you run an agent, if you have a message to this agent, if you write a message to an agent, it basically costs to run this agent because it uses tokens, which cost money. So for example, if you have only one message to the agent, it will probably cost around a cent or 2 cents or 3 cents, so it's not much. But for example, if you have 100 messages, which is like the basic amount of messages that you'll need to have, the minimum amount that you need to know that you'll have, because users can have a lot of messages. A single user can have a bunch of messages to an agent. So it will cost around $5, let's say, for 100 messages, and then let's say if you have 1,000 messages, it can cost from $30 to $50 to basically run this agent, because every agent needs tokens to run and those tokens cost. But of course, it depends how much tokens your agent uses. So for example, my agents use around 15,000 tokens per message. So yeah, 50,000 tokens, it might sound a lot, but 15,000, it's not that much. So if you have only one message to the agent, it uses 15,000 tokens, which is not much. But if you have 100 messages, you will use 1.5 million tokens, and 1.5 million tokens, it's around $5, maybe $4. So it also depends how much your agent uses those tokens, how many tokens are used per message. If you have less expensive modules like ChatGPT 4o or ChatGPT 4o mini, or if you use the basic cloud AI, then probably you're going to have to spend less on those messages, but of course your agent will also be much worse and the conversations will not be at the same level of a more expensive module. But of course, we're not talking about some crazy sums. If you have around 100 messages with an agent that has a ChatGPT 4 module, you will spend maximum $5 on those 100 messages. If you have 1,000 messages, it's a little bit lower. It would be around from $20 to $50 per 1,000 messages. So yeah, let's go to the last cost of an agent. If you want to run it yourself, the last thing that you'll need to pay is another software. So for example, if you have a more complicated agent that, for example, collects leads to a CRM system, you'll need another software, usually make.com. So basically you need another software to run this agent so it runs correctly, and it basically helps you with collecting leads. Of course, it's just an example of an agent. If you have a agent that collects leads, basically you'll need to have another software that you're going to have to pay for, and those softwares, they're usually free for the first uses, but after the first uses you'll need to have to pay another $40 or $50 a month for the software. So basically, if you sum it up, and if you have all those things, if you want to have an agent yourself, you will need to have to pay from around $80, that's the minimum a month if you use this agent, and the highest estimate price would be around $200 if you're a medium business. I'm not talking about large businesses, I'm talking about medium business. If you're a medium business, you're going to have to pay maximum $200 for a simple agent. I'm talking about a simple agent. I'm not talking about complicated agents that use way more tokens than a usual agent. So yeah, that's it. I hope you liked the video. I hope you have now learned more about the prices of an agent if you want to run it yourself. This was Anthony from Tech Blogger, and see you in the next video.